I'm live. We good? Alright, cool. That's what you get. That's what we get. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Monte Carlo.
It's Dolly.
Will. We in the building. You watching Big Picture Podcast. And thank you guys for checking in. Alright, tonight we have Miss Octavia Bradley online. And we're going to interview her and talk to her about a new book she has out. And we're going to get to business. So right now, Dolly, she's going to, take the baton and lead the way for now. For the first part of the interview,
For what? Octavia, Queen, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I am great. So, I got to know Octavia a little bit via phone call, and we connected on a few things. Homegirl likes to dance like me. Ain't that right?
Yes, it is.
And she has a very interesting backstory in how she reaches people and inspires people to get over their trials and tribulations and things that they go through in their life as far as abuse and so forth. So Octavia, let our viewers know what you're about and how you came to be as an author.
Well, I grew up in Harlem, 154th and 8th Avenue, shout out.
Shit.
Grew up in Harlem. I grew up with a cousin in the foster care system, and, not thinking of them as cousins, thinking of them as, my mom and my siblings. Grew up in Harlem, went to school in Harlem, PS 46, IS 195, Fire Academy of Harlem. Yeah.
Oh! 9-7, baby.
Yes.
Yo, Octavia, we got an O2 hater over here. Go ahead.
So I grew up in Harlem and grew up through the foster care system, and went through hella stuff. I went through a lot, from sexual, verbal, physical, mental abuse, going through that whole array of things, and knowing me, you would not have known. You would not have known anything because I never divulged any of that information. We were always a family that was told what happens in this house stays in this house. Don't tell my business to anyone. Keep my business to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So when you grow up in that type of cycle, in that generation, and in that era, you don't say anything. And you may say something to maybe the coach and the best friend, which I did, but it's nothing that they're able to do. Or have pity on you, said you're going to be all right, and we get strong together. And it wasn't until me going through different relationships, different cycles of abuse as I got older, in my previous marriage, going through abuse, any type of abuse you can imagine. I went through that, and in another relationship when I was divorced, went through another relationship and still went through abuse. And then once I remarried, it was like I was bringing that abuse into the new marriage. And my husband now was like, wait a second, like, this can't be the way. Like, you are awesome. Like, you're allowing your past to take hold of you. And I didn't see that. Throughout the years of us being married, different things went on. And it wasn't until last year, in December of last year, God revealed to me that I needed to write. And I'm just like, what am I going to write? Write about what? And
Right.
that's all I kept hearing was writing. And then it wasn't until I went to my sister-in-law's church and her bishop prophesied over me. And I don't know what made me go to him. I don't know. I went to the church several times, and I never went for him to prophesy over me. But for whatever reason, this season I did. And when he prophesied over me, he said, Yahweh told you to write, and what did you not obedience to his word? And I was like, what? And from that moment on, I started writing. I started writing my book in December of last year, the last 2 weeks in December, and I finished my book the first 2 weeks in March of 2018 of this year. So it only took me 3 months to write my book. And in writing, I feel when I started writing, I did what I was going to write about. But I just started writing, and then the stories just started unfolding. The memories started to come to reality in my mind, and that's how Deep came about. And so once my book became published, I began to get I was invited to different speaking engagements, and I started speaking to domestic violence shelters. I started speaking to women and female of abuse. About the children, about abuse, and you don't have to hold your secrets any longer because it does traumatize you. When you become an adult, it traumatizes you. So I'm in that realm right now. I'm focused. I'm focused on not only getting my story out, but just letting people know that you are not the only one that have been through it. You are not the only one that's going through it. And if you can just see that, you can just speak about it, you can write it down, you can open up, you can talk, you will be free of it because you no longer have to be trapped from the strongholds of your past. And a lot of our generation, especially, we are trapped, and then we pass on these cycles and these curses, and we pass them down to our children, not knowing that this is what they're passing down because we're used to it. So that's really the purpose and the holistic story of my book.
Now, I was interested in knowing, in the mind of a 9-year-old, what was going through your mind? What was your mental at that point, being in the system? Because I run into folks who are in the system all the time, being in my daughter's school, and you can tell that there's some kind of trauma there, but I don't have a full-on understanding and be able to empathize completely. So what goes on in the mind of a 9-year-old who's tossed into the system?
Well, you know what? I didn't know what the system was. Mm-hmm. I knew that my mom was on drugs, and this is now where I had to be. I had to be removed from her until she got herself together, and I had to be placed into this place with someone who said that they were going to protect me. And being placed in this place, I was placed with loved ones because everyone is not fortunate enough to be placed with loved ones. Everyone, some children that are placed in system or placed in foster care, they are placed with strangers, or some are put in group homes. So again, I was fortunate to be placed with family, and in being placed with family, I felt safe, I felt secure. Even though I didn't know them too well, but I did feel safe and I felt secure. And then as time went on and I went through the verbal, the emotional, the sexual abuse, the only thing that I thought at those younger ages was I need to survive this so I can protect my sister. I need to not say anything so I can still live with my biological sister, because my biological sister and I were placed together. So I felt like I had to protect her, because if I wasn't going to protect her, then the things that would happen to me is going to happen to her. Right. And so in my mind, I was going to protect her. So what goes on in the 9-year-old's mind at that time, it kind of depends on the 9-year-old. It depends on the circumstance. For me, because I was placed with my sibling, I knew if I would have said something of what was going on in the house, that I would have been removed. My sister would have been placed somewhere else, because at that time, going through foster care, teenagers or older children, they were not, they were rarely placed together. So if you were already in a home together, and now you're disclosing this information, then I was going to be placed somewhere else, and she was going to be placed somewhere else, and no telling what would have happened or if I would have saw her again. So I needed to bear it all in order to protect her. So in my mind, between the ages of 9, 10, and 11, I'm thinking I would protect her. I'm the mother of my sibling.
Right. Okay. Well,
that's deep.
Yeah, that is.
Because you had to grow up really fast, just mentally.
Yeah, definitely.
I had a question about the publishing part. Were you self-published, or have you worked with a publishing company?
No, I actually work with a publishing company called Get Right Publishing. Rakisha Pittman, she's the CEO of
That's phenomenal. That's all I had to ask.
Octavia, it's Lamont. Hey, so I read like one of the passages out of your books, and you said something about a gun being put to your head, or your mother's head, your foster mother's head, and her saying something about like don't say anything about it, like what happens in this house stays in this house. Like that really got to me.
Yeah, that piece, that was before I actually reached the system. I was still living with my biological mom at the time. We were living in the Bronx, 138 Willis Avenue, and we were living in the project. And at one point, my mother was a big time drug dealer. Like when I tell you big time, like she was dead on the street. She was out there, and she was known. And then, her downfall was we started to get high from on supply. And she started using crack cocaine. So in the midst of her using, she began to borrow from loan sharks and different things like that. So this one particular time, she came up short. She didn't have the money. And I'm assuming they always came around with her and always gave them a sob story. And this particular night, they weren't trying to hear anything. Like they wanted their money, they were trying to kill somebody or break somebody's leg or even trying to scare somebody. And when they put the gun to my head, my whole thing was just kill me if that's what you need to do, was spare them. Because I felt like if I'm gone, then my mother's gonna get herself together, she's gonna take care of my sister. And that was the big purpose. But after it was all said and done, they left us with our lives. And the first thing she said was like, "You better not tell anyone." And she was mainly talking about my grandma. Like I shouldn't have. I think I had to tell my grandma because my grandmother, would chastise her, did whatever she did to her. But yeah, so that was like one of the biggest things for my mother and I, my biological mother and I. Like don't tell nobody what just happened. And then she vanished and she left, and then I went and tried to crawl across across on the street across town to McCoon's, and I did. And then I didn't tell my grandmother. By that time it was probably really too late because then UCW at that time, also known as ACS, Administration for Children Services, they came into play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So, I mean, how hard was that? I mean, I hear stories about ACS every day. Like, how does it feel? Like, them coming in your house and asking your mother questions, asking you questions. Like, how did it feel? Like, that whole experience.
I was a bad little girl, and and when you ask me questions, like I would cuss you out. I would cuss you out so bad, and I wouldn't answer your questions. And it was just like I don't need to talk to you because you're not my mother. One of those kind of things. And we were on a run. We were on a run for a few weeks actually. And
wow.
with us being on the run, we were always told to the block, those people are looking for you. Those people are looking for you. So when they finally did get a hold of us, of course I was removed and I was placed with another family member, and there was really no questions. It was no question of how are you? Thank your mom. They didn't ask questions. They just removed me. And my sister was removed somewhere else, and they removed me, and they said, this is where you're going to be. Not really for a year, but this is where you're going to be, and you're going to hang tight here until we can figure something else out. But by the time they came back to check with me, I was already saying, no, this is not where I want to be. Like I was strong and adamant. Like, no, this is not where I want to be. So they removed me from that home and put me in another home with another family member, and that's where I stayed. That was 154th. That's where I actually stayed for the duration of my time being in foster care. But a lot of times there's really no question of how you're feeling, what you think. Like there's really no question about that. Like once you start getting into the system and you get a permanent with them, then that's when all the questions start to arise. Like how are you? How you doing in the home? Have you heard from the biological mother? What's going on in the home? And when you're answering these questions, like being a young child, you kind of got to be strategic about how you're answering them because you don't want to give away what's going on in the house because of being careful that you're going to be removing it.
That's true. Wow, this is, I remember coming up with you. We came up together, same class,
Yeah.
same building,
Yeah.
you know, and you never showed no sign of like having like a low self-esteem. Like you was always like, and you still are, like, but back in the days, you was always like a strong-minded young lady. Like your dancing skills was off the hook, you know. So like, wow, it's like, so did you use that like as an outlet to like?
You hit it right on the nose. Yep, I use it as an outlet. I love going to school. I rarely miss the day from school. If I missed the day, I was angry. So I love getting up going to school. No one has to wake me up. I got up. I got my sister ready for school. Making sure they were out for school, and even my other siblings that was in the home, making sure they were out for school. And school was an outlet for me. Like school was my family. You guys were my family.
Yeah.
Like, you guys held me up.
Yeah.
You guys supported. And like you said, like dance was an outlet. Like I would try to get every dance I could get in.
I know.
Because you want to release the tension. You want to release what's going on. So by the time you go home, you're not really thinking about much of anything but the next day. And Iman, I don't know if you remember the fires that used to happen in our building?
Yeah.
And it was so funny because I wrote a piece. Hold on. I wrote a piece about that in my book.
Yeah, get to it, go ahead, sister.
Yeah, and it was called.
Take your time. Take your time.
It was called. Let me just bring it up. It was Fires 45. So it was called Fires. So I dedicated a whole chapter to the fires that used to happen in our building. And then it was one day. It was one early morning, probably like 3 or 4 in the morning when the fire started. And we had to always have our clothes laid out now. Now we have clothes laid out. We have to sleep our shoes right there by the bed, so we could just jump up and grab everything and get out. And it was this one particular time the fire started, and I just laid on my bunk bed and just wanted the fire to consume me. And it just felt like the flames were reaching out towards my window, like it was trying to grab me. And I was just listening, like, just take me. And then after my foster parent came and said, get up out that bed. Why are you still there? Come on, we gotta go. And in my book I wrote, I said, I know fires are started for many reasons, but the season in which I looked to you, I thought you would give me a way out. Instead, you continued to keep me trapped inside the walls of the belly of the beast. All the other buildings were free, and yet you dismissed my building 100 times over. Why didn't you take away my shelter so I can be free of the pain that was yet to come? Fire, do you know you could have made me free to interface the reality of every sin against me? Fires. And I tell you, I wanted to die. And we were only like, what, 11, 12, 13? So I just felt like the fires kept coming, that's my way out. But yet, God, you're keeping me here for something. And, now I see why. But at that time, I couldn't understand it.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what the major key is though is that you had an outlet, and the reason why I say this is because you was like one of the best dancers I've ever seen. I could see you like in videos and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like real rap, and the thing is though is that I want other people to see also that it can happen. You can use something like basketball, music, dancing, writing. You can use that as an outlet, so you don't put your pressure and stress on somebody else when you walk out your house.
Right. And you have so many young people today who walk around angry.
Yes.
Preach, sis.
We are adults and we're looking at them like, look at this angry MF. Or here he go again. He's so bad. He's so good. But you gotta check out what's the reason behind his anger. Why? And take an interest in wanting to know why, as opposed to pointing the finger and blaming and labeling. Like you can't do that because these children nowadays, this generation is different from our generation. And this generation now, they're so angry to want and inflict pain on themselves or inflict pain on someone else. And I think that's where all this bullying comes about. Like people start to bully because they are also victims.
Yep.
And so that's their outlet. Their outlet is to bully. So people have to really understand, like, the feeling and the traumatic experiences that other people or other children, let's keep it there, are going through, and feel like they can't talk to anyone because nobody's going to understand, or they can't talk to anyone in the school because what's the school going to do? The school is the counselors and the social workers and the teachers are mandated reporters. So if I tell you what's going on, you're going to just call child services, and now my life and my family's life is ruined. But they don't realize that their life is already being ruined because of the experiences that they're constantly going through and the behavior that they're displaying from their experiences.
Well, so Octavia, do you feel like that kids these days, that they have like options and different programs that can help? Because we had an outlet, you know, like we was in school till 6, 7 o'clock at night because we had rehearsal. We had, you know, you had the dance or drama or whatever. But do you think these days that the kids have a chance or opportunities where they can use those things as outlets?
I think so. I think they just have to be taught. They have to be taught how to use it as an outlet. Because just because I'm in dance in school don't mean that I can now make this my outlet. Because remember, if you think about it, when we went to the party, it was mandatory for us to go. I just happened to enjoy what I was doing. But you have other kids that they are mandated to attend these different classes, but they don't enjoy it. You know what I mean? So there are different outlets that are out there, but they one have to figure out what it is that they like to do. Because some kids don't even know what they like to do, or let alone know what they want to do. So if you don't know what you like to do because you're always forced to do X, Y, and Z, then it's going to kind of be hard for you. But to answer your question, yes, there are outlets. There are outlets for each and every person. But you just got to know that that's your outlet, and you got to want to be able to do it.
Right. And it also has something to do with you knowing your resources in your neighborhood. And
That's true.
I feel like a lot of parents today are so about the hustle and bustle that they don't take the time out to really invest in their kid. For them to really have something to do. So they just resort to being around their homies and getting involved in foolishness. Not all, but some. And then not only that, you have to worry about also the influence your kid is around when they are going to these places. Because not everyone is raising their kid like how you're raising yours.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
And sometimes parents put their kids in things just to get them about their face.
Right.
When all the child wants is like, I want time with my parent. I want to have that bonding time.
Absolutely. But again, because of that generational curse, and I call it a curse because a lot of times we are caught up in cycles of our past, and then we just pass it down and pass it down. Whether we were taught directly or indirectly, we pass it down to our children. And a lot of times, parents are just displaying or they are displaying what they saw when they were young. Like, sit down, don't come here, go in there, go play a game, go do this, go do that. Like, they are just doing the same exact thing that they were told to do as children. And they don't see that as a cycle that is harmful. Because like you said, children sometimes just want to spend time with their parents. And a lot of times, if you have a parent, like my parent was always, don't get out my face. There was no playing. Like, I remember my mother, she just had to look at me. All she had to do was look. She didn't have to say nothing else. And I was gonna walk away. I was gonna do something else.
You mean a 154th?
Not her.
Okay.
My biological parent. The only thing she had to do was look at me. Okay. And I was cut.
Right.
And you still have parents, today who don't realize that, hey, this child wants to just spend time with me. And I keep trying to see that. Like at the universities that I work at, I teach them, like, listen, like, my psychology class is not your ordinary psychology class. Like, I'm teaching you about life and about how there's strong
that's deep right there. So on this show we talk about different things, and I just want to drop one relationship question on you, and as we wrap up the interview, I have a question, and it's can you just break down a little bit, on why some women feel uncomfortable being submissive, and where has it gone wrong?
Why? First of all,
no.
Wait,
now you gonna get your
what do you identify as being submissive?
Okay, we gotta get to our guest. I want to hear her answer
being
first.
Asian.
No, wait. I want to hear her answer first.
He means why?
And then, we want to hear Octavia's answer first. We're going to hear Dolly's, and then we're going to hear Will, and then Octavia's going to come back and hit you with another reel. Okay, and that's it. All right, so
Well, you are funny. So I will say something to you as I say to my students. So when you say submissive, I would tell you to define your term.
okay, submissive.
Okay.
Submissive meaning it's more of the attitude. It's more of the submissive. Submit to me, baby. What you want? What you need? It's just different things that I look in a woman that I define called submissive. Nothing. I don't mean like do something that's out of the ordinary. I'm not gonna put your life in jeopardy or your freedom. I'm not gonna do that. But I just feel that and I'm not just speaking for myself. You understand what I'm saying? I'm speaking for brothers, that I talk to on the street that say, hey, Mom, ask these questions, things of that nature. Because I don't know if you see it, but some sisters feel like, number one, I don't need him. I don't need no man. You understand what I'm saying? And that's where it starts, I think.
Right.
So, go ahead.
Well, I had an issue with that. I had an issue with submitting to my husband. I really had a huge issue with that. However, when I became deeper in the Word of God,
Yes.
that wives are to submit to their husbands, and so I had to really look at what does that really mean.
Thank you. What does it mean? Define what does that mean?
The biblical term of submissiveness, where men need to submit to their women too.
No. Wait.
Amen. Preach, Ock.
And the Bible says the husband also is supposed to submit
I
to
tell
the
you, you gotta come here next time. I'm telling you, man. But go ahead. Let us know.
So for me, let's talk about me and my household, right?
Yes.
So I don't look at, well, let me say now, because before I did, but now where I am, I don't look at being submissive as being something negative. I believe it's just being able to be open with your husband, respecting your husband, having the right attitude towards your husband, allowing your husband to be the head of the household.
Preach.
Allowing your husband to tell you right or wrong. And it's not being put in your place, but being able to tell you right or wrong, and do not take offense to it, because that's your husband. He's not going to hurt you. Well, he shouldn't anyway.
Yes.
And just allowing this man to lead your household, and for you to really be his neck. For you to, it's okay.
Be the neck and the belt.
Hey, have food ready. You're talking to your husband lovingly with kind words, not having an attitude. Because if you feel like you can do it all, then be by yourself. Like, it's just that simple. And being submissive is knowing that there's a two-part relationship, but a husband is not going to be submissive to the wife, because as long as the wife is being submissive to the husband, everything is going to go smooth. And that doesn't mean you're going to do everything that the husband says, because the husband is going to respect you just like you're respecting him. So I think it's really that respect and that attitude. And I think we as women, regardless what the race is, we as women,
Preach.
we need to just learn
Okay.
So,
Yeah, so Dolly, did you want to say anything on that?
All I was saying is that in the Bible it says the husband must also submit to his wife. They don't just say.
Okay, what version is that of the Bible?
yeah.
The King James. Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Is the King James?
Which is the real?
The LeBron James version.
What chapter she said?
No, I didn't say a chapter. When I went to, we were gifted an outing to a marriage retreat, and in the retreat, I don't remember the book. You're not gonna get me to remember the book, the verse, but I do remember that specifically. It spoke about the woman, the wife
And the
submitting to
man
her husband.
submitting to the husband.
And after that verse that was read about the wife submitting to the husband, right?
Mm-hmm.
The pastor spoke about this, and all the men was all excited, and it said, but when you continue to read, the husband must also submit his wife. Not in the way, I think when we think of submitting, you think of bowing down, walking around
Unfortunately.
with a kimono like this, and going like this and shuffling your feet and submitting to your husband. That's not what that means. You surrender yourself to your
And I think that's why a lot of relationships don't last. Well, marriages don't last because some women, not blaming all women, or I'm not, I don't want.
Yes, he is. On the low,
But what I'm saying is that they don't see the part of being submissive. They don't see the part of saying the husband saying, "Hey, babe, you should do something this way. You should do something that way." Immediately,
And Dolly's right, Lamar. I just want to let you know.
okay. So Dolly's right.
He is right about husband and wives like to be submissive to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it speaks about in First Peter.
Thank you.
I mean, husbands are forced to submit to their wives
Well,
because vagina is a weapon.
What?
Oh yeah. So when you make
This is Octavia. This is O2 right here.
This is
by the way.
O2. This is
Expect that.
This is a switch. It's a shift
Again.
in ideology.
We only got a couple minutes.
Women use their vaginas as weapons. So men,
TLC
all
just say
husbands,
sex is a weapon.
all husbands submit to their
Okay,
wives.
we're gonna have to have a part 2 for our interview. We gotta have a part 2. That's what we're gonna have to do.
I mean, Miss Bradley needs to come through.
Yeah, she's out in Jersey, so we gotta work
We're
on
gonna
our
work that out.
schedule. You understand what
Wait,
I'm saying?
but before we
You
wrap,
gotta tell me like really in advance, and then I gotta kind of put something together to come over here.
I got you. So quickly before you roll out, where can they find your book?
thank you.
Yes.
I want to ask. I need to know.
Link.
So my book is on Amazon, and when you purchase it and you read it, please leave a review.
Okay.
Also, you can go to my website, www.octaviabradley.com. And if you guys are not doing anything this weekend, I will be at the Book Con on June 2nd and June 3rd at the Bishop Javits Center.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be there. 1252.
Yo, we there, sis. You already know.
We in there.
We there, baby. We there. All right. So yo, listen. Thanks for calling in. As you know, it's gonna be definitely a part 2. All right, and we're gonna, definitely engage in the comments, and feel free to post anything on our page. And all love from us. All right.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you, sister.
Have a good night.
Good night, sis.
Good night.
All right.
Okay,
Wow.
now that that's over with.
No.
Listen, let me tell you something to y'all. Hold on. Y'all
He's been good for the past.
I've been good. I've been sitting over
You're a
here
good boy.
being quiet. And then because she had she talked about
some real stuff. She's been
some
real.
stuff.
Some very heavy things that I think a lot of us can relate to.
Yeah,
when it comes
heavy.
to growing up black.
Yeah.
Very heavy. The whole what happens in the house stays in the house.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I could have learned a lot from that years ago.
I think we
I
are
swear,
so verbally
years ago.
abusive as people. When we come up in a household raised with that black mama who just didn't know how to be that tender or that kind, just hard for no reason. Speak when spoken to. Shut up.
All
Ain't
that.
nobody talk. It just.
I know I'm wrong, but still.
We do.
As I say, as I do.
Listen, we repeat those things. You grow up like, I ain't gonna do nothing like you. I ain't gonna never treat my kid. And you end up repeating some of that same stuff because it's some stuff that's just embedded in your brain. And you don't know no other place to be, no other way to be. Like you literally.
I'm gonna tell you why. And it's this. I got this from the whole 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago with the Kanye thing about slavery and being a choice. I realized that a lot of black people don't question anything. They don't question. They don't question authority. Because it starts
Because
from
my
not
home,
questioning
you don't
the
question,
home.
you shut that
So
up.
that's why now it's like, oh no, how could you say that about the ancestors? Don't you criticize the ancestors? Listen, everybody should be criticized. Every era of life has to be criticized. If we don't criticize history, how do we shape the future?
Let's give a shout out to the people.
We need to criticize the ancestors. We need to criticize our mamas, our grandmamas, because some things they didn't do right.
That's true.
And there will be some things that we don't do
their
right.
fault. It's just
I was about to say, who's their fault?
It's
That's what I'm
learned
saying.
behavior. It's no fault. There's no fault.
Can't
It's
blame
learned
anybody.
behavior.
Can't point any fingers.
You don't know.
And not to put blame on them, but we need to criticize it and question it. And really
Question what though? Like
question their methods. If we're gonna say, yo, why was my mother like that? Then you gotta think, why was her mother like that?
Right.
And then why was her father like that? So like when you criticize, then you can
But
analyze.
do you think that, like, through each generation there was an improvement? Like, there was.
No.
There has to be some type of. I mean, in each household. Like, say for instance, you know, because households they go through different situations as a generation changes. You know what I mean? The like, say I'm get prime example. You know, me. You know, I come up in a household. You know, mother, father work, bring home the bread, the bacon, the whole 9 yards. But our generation, you know, we're teaching our kids, listen, you're going to be an entrepreneur. You're going to go to, well, me personally, you're going to go to college, but you're going to be, I want you to own something. Yeah, I want you to own something.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, my parents gave me that support, you know, but as far as the whole thing of, hey, listen, you know, we're going to be an entrepreneur. You need to learn how to own your own business.
And that's because without actually doing it, you have criticized your parents.
Yeah.
Not in a
constructive.
Constructive. See, because when we say criticize, it doesn't mean things.
It's not a bad thing.
Who's talking about?
Gary Anderson.
Nah. My cousin Alfu. He said, "Oh yes, we can't point
I
fingers.
mean, yo, listen.
It stems from the white man
all
enslaving us.
All of it stems from enslavement.
Yeah.
Because we are
the Western.
We're some of the most well-mannered people, but other people are not. You don't see black people dig up in their nose in the street like that, but you see the Asians, you see the white people. You don't see black people sneezing and coughing on folks because we had to keep our germs contained.
Yes.
Because we're fucking unhuman.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? But the white people, they sneeze and cough all over you. Like you're not even there. They don't have, they have not been trained to be polite.
Right. I said that to my mom a while ago.
But we are.
We have that embedded in us. No, that's true. That's embedded in us. You say yes, sir, yes, ma'am, yes, master, and that's just embedded in you to always be polite. You hold the door for them. After you, sir. Good day, ma'am. Good day, sir. That's just how we are. And then when we don't,
we gotta break.
So
that
what?
shit.
Okay, so
we gotta break that shit. We gotta criticize the ancestors and break the fucking mold. Like we gotta.
So where did the discipline thing go wrong? Was it the system that messed that up?
What you mean? What?
As far as how we can discipline our home?
Yes.
All right, so what happens is when you have
that Bible y'all was talking about messed it up.
Let her finish. Let her finish.
Not,
and get to the Bible.
Go ahead. I'm about to rip the Bible.
The Bible tell you did this.
Spare the rods.
All right,
child.
all right. So now,
who gave us the Bible? Though?
She's a mother. She's a mother, so she's gonna give us.
I'm gonna tell you right
I'm about to rip you
so
up.
Now, not Bible related. I think he's speaking of how we're able to control the kids in our household without having ACS involved. That's what you're talking about, right?
Ish.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, when you have the government and the school telling you what you can do and how you can raise your kid, to the point where when you're signing your kid up for school, and the question is, how do you discipline your child?
Wow.
Yeah, they do ask.
Yes, they ask that when you sign your kid up for school. How do you discipline your child? Can I just put, I whoop that ass? When they get out of
never
line?
had a question.
You
like
can't say that. You have to put up some little fake phony answer about some what you doing in your kid. You can't. But it's to the point where now if they see you go like this to your kid, they call an ACS on you. You cannot whoop your kid behind when they acting out.
Okay, so Queen, because I'm going by what I see on your chest. What is your method? I'll tell you my method. What is your method when your child is acting up? Because you have 2 sons.
I have one son and 2 daughters.
One son and 2 daughters.
Oh, you got 3 kids?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You holding up well.
And looking good.
Yeah. Yes.
Looking good.
You hear that, Rasheen?
Later you gotta say when you got this phone.
We need to get the little credits at the bottom. Come on, who's come on?
Let's get back to it.
All right.
How do you discipline kids?
I ain't gonna lie. I am quick
I ain't
to snap.
don't snitch
I
on
have
yourself.
no. I'm not snitching. I'm being real. I'm not snitching. This is real.
ACS gonna be right outside the middle.
This is real. Let me tell you. Like I said about learned behavior. When your kid get out of line, all you know is to pop them real quick, right? Now I've learned early from having my son. Not really my daughters. I don't really do this with them, but with my son, really, it doesn't work.
What doesn't work?
To pop him. What is he learning? You're not explaining nothing to him. Do not do this because.
He's learning that when he's frustrated, he should hit.
Right. So now, recent incident, right? My son was in school, got into a heated whatever with some little girl, and he hit the little girl in her arm, right? The girl tried to snatch his phone, come to find out, right? What do I do as a mother to discipline him and say, you should not hit women? I can't hit him, because then I'm a woman hitting him, telling him don't hit women. How would that mess you up in your head? It makes no sense. You have to have a discussion with your kid. You have to let them know right from wrong.
Why they think there was wrong,
right.
etc.
You reacted this way because you were angry.
But it still has to be some type of discipline factor. What is there any?
Yeah, you take away the phone. You turn
Thank
off the
you.
whatever that
Thank
child
you.
finds interesting that they can't get away from. Take it from.
Thank you. Okay, so Octavia, the guest that just called in. The guest just called in. She just commented. She said, "You can't leave marks on your children, but you can spank your children.
But yeah,
But not with objects."
Yep, open hand.
I guess so that has to do with the popping. They
Open
want okay. Gary Anderson. Do you know Gary Anderson?
That's my cousin.
Okay, Cuzzo, what's popping, brother? All right. So Gary Anderson, thanks for the comments. Keep them coming, brother. He said they want our kids on medication.
They do.
I work at a
Oh,
hospital. Go ahead. What?
No, they told me to put my son on meds. He got ADHD. How the hell you know that? You ain't no doctor.
Diagnosed him.
Because you don't
And
want
she
to
wasn't. He
deal
wasn't
with
even a doctor.
Not even a doctor. You don't want to deal with him. So he should be put on. No, he's not going to be put on meds
Yeah.
because you don't want to do something about it. You don't want. You don't have to pay.
Ativan, Haldol. Are these the type of medications?
When we was little, were you on meds?
Hell
No, your ass is in special ed.
Believe it or not, some kids was probably on meds in school. We probably even know it.
I did.
Because let me tell you something. I have a couple close buddies, and around when we was about 19, 20-ish, he was like, yeah, man, me and my brother, man, we was in the psych ward the other day. And in my head, I'm like, the psych ward?
What?
Mind you, we chilling, sipping.
Nigga, why? Who are you there?
No, dude, 19, 20, we drinking, doing what we
When
do.
were they in the psych ward? When they were little?
No, they were talking about recent.
You said the other day.
Recent. I just said,
Hey, you in the psych ward with
I work in a psych ward. So you can be in a psych ward for 2-3 days, you get out, get discharged. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is back in the days, I looked at psych wards as like, you gotta be crazy.
Yeah,
like you gotta be like on some
certified.
crazy, you know what I'm saying? And be put in the things or whatever, with restraints.
straight jacket.
But straight jacket.
Rubber
Exactly.
rules.
You know? But now that I work at a hospital and I experience what's going on, I see what's going on, you don't gotta be that crazy to be in a psych ward. All right. So people out there, if you're depressed, if you feel like you want to kill yourself, whatever the case is, there's nothing wrong with going to the hospital.
Nothing wrong with seeking help.
There's nothing wrong with seeking help.
What's the joint? The voluntary.
Voluntary admission.
I forgot. It's like a number with it or something. Something.
Well, I can definitely do my due diligence and find out all.
Yeah, like yo, listen.
You know?
Mental health is so important.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of
people are
times,
afraid of it.
a lot of kids were fucking beat when they were young by people who were dealing with mental health issues, and we didn't. It's no way to.
And you know why? Because that person probably didn't take their meds.
Or didn't take mental health seriously at all, and never got prescribed meds.
I feel sorry for the kids out there whose parents are suffering with mental health, and they just getting beat every day, and not just beat, getting mentally abused.
Yeah, mental abuse.
Emotional. That's almost
abuse.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But we're gonna get into a few topics.
Don't beat your kids, man. That's it, man.
Don't beat your kids. Don't
I mean,
belittle your kids.
I feel you. And when you're like, yo, you don't leave marks. I mean, that's like saying you could smack your wife, but don't leave a mark
on her face. Right?
So no, don't fucking hit your
your
kids.
husband
Like,
said he survived that. Yeah, definitely.
Don't hit your kids. Talk to them.
What happened?
Rashid gonna have to tell that story. Y'all gonna invite him on?
Of course.
Yeah, he come in.
Of course. Rashid's coming on next week.
For sure.
Figure out his schedule, and we're gonna bring him on whenever we can come in.
You can sit back there.
You know what I'm saying?
sit with us.
No. Oh,
sit
no.
back
She
there.
gonna sit right here if she wants. It's up to her.
Rashida telling his story.
Well, he can call in if he wants to. He can call in next week.
Oh, all right, that'll work.
Probably work better for him because
That's
what's up?
his story is deep. That's something that's like.
Listen, but the thing is that Dolly is that a lot of people who have stories like that, they don't know how to get them out. Sometimes they're ashamed to get them out. They're afraid they might lose a friend. They might lose their husband. They might lose their wife.
Oh, they don't have
Their kids. You know what I'm saying? So this right here, is just a platform for that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You can post a comment, call in. You ain't gotta tell us your name. Maybe I'll broadcast a number or something like that, and let people say you ain't gotta say anything. You ain't gotta say nothing. Just call in because I see it all the time. I'm not gonna be talking. This is not a psych episode.
Right.
But there's certain things that just need to be touched on because you have patients that leave the psych ward and commit suicide 2-3 days later, and you're like, yo, this is the same dude I was just trying to talk some sense into. And that's when it like kind of hits you like, yo, like, and it's in the paper and everything. It's like,
but this touches on what Octavia was talking about that trauma that stays with you unless you're willing to come to grips with everything that happened and you want to make that change. But some people just can't. They can't hold on to reality enough to want to change it. It's like you stuck in like this. What do you call that?
I mean, really, there's no incentive to change for
Twilight
a
Zone.
lot of people. There's no incentive because sometimes crazy works for people. Sometimes those traumas work, and especially when you're in a neighborhood where you got to show that you tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do some of our mothers survive in the projects for 20, 30 years? Being crazy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many
blending in. Like a woman can move into the projects. You know what I'm saying? Have class, like you just whatever, and like you just said, they can be something they're not. Just to blend in, like you be like, yo, this is not something that you are. So this is something that has been brought up to me a couple times, and actually the past week, and fibroids. What is it? Let's just touch on that. Let's just give it about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and just touch on that subject because I've been hearing a lot about people they just want to hear about it.
All right, so this is what I know from my experience. I only speak what I know.
Yes.
When I was pregnant with my son, when you go for that first appointment, they give you the ultrasound. They told me I had fibroids. They said, "Oh, not to worry about it. It's like really small. It's like the size of a pea." But fibroids get bigger because they feed off of the blood, and that's in your body, right?
Yes.
So the fibroid gets bigger, and then you tell me there's some fibroids I think that's not cancerous, and there's stuff that becomes cancerous. And you're gonna leave that in my body. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. They just don't.
So I'm sorry. They can get rid of it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, my mom had
Yes.
fibroids.
Get that burned out in there. Yes.
Okay.
Your uterus. Get it out.
Yeah.
Why
So
do
if it's
you
that
need
easy,
it?
why is it a big thing? I'm lost.
Well, listen. Stop using perms and you won't get fibroids.
That's not why you give.
He got that from somewhere. Like
That's
he didn't pull that from the sky.
That's why you getting fibroids, yo.
Tell her, all right. So
No,
that
that is the reason why you're getting
It's not the
fibroids.
only reason.
Oh, it's not the only reason.
I don't hear that. It's not the only
It's
reason.
the reason.
If we are continuously using chemicals that we can't let touch our eyeballs, we can't put it in our mouth, why are we using it? It's going to seep through your scalp. It's going to get into your bloodstream. We gotta fix the fucking the ideologies. Stop using chemicals on yourself. You won't get fibroids.
All right, so the chemical or perm? Because it's not just perm. It's not the only reason why you're
Okay,
getting
perm, relaxers, everything, the makeup, all of it. Stop using it.
I need natural sisters to come out here and speak. If y'all have some fibroids, y'all need to say something.
We gonna
'Cause
definitely
I
touch
said
that.
we need to debunk that because that is not. That's like the first time I heard that.
Every woman I've ever known to have fibroids, my mother included, was on the creamy crack for 20 years at a time.
Okay. So check it out. So now we talked about that. We got that out the way.
That's my headline.
Yeah, I mean it's big. It's big.
Stop straightening your hair. Leave it nappy. Put it in braids. Put a wig on. No, let's keep it 100.
You threw me off.
Like, yo,
yes,
these women, the women are not gonna stop wearing straight hair. So
Why
cool.
not?
I don't want to get into
They're
that,
not.
but I feel like I'm forced.
No,
Are we not in like the natural era?
No,
I feel
we're
like
not.
women have turned
No,
more from.
we are not
Look,
in the
we
natural
are in
era.
the wig weave natural era. I don't really see women
We are.
perming.
No, women are not perming as much. Women are not perming as much. They're not. But we're not in no natural era. Let's not get it twisted. Like the bitches who dominate our thought patterns still have straight hair.
I mean,
India Ari is not dominating my thought patterns. Natural
well,
sisters
then who
is not.
saw that? What they got to do with me?
I'm saying me as a representative for all guys who are stuck on Instagram. If you are stuck on Instagram and you follow Lorraine SD and you follow Drake's baby mother and you follow. Wait, does Drake have a baby mother?
Yes!
It's true.
Push! Alright, if you follow these kind of women, you know what I'm talking about.
Awesome.
All of these women have a certain aesthetic. And this is the kind of beauty that they want, that they choose to put on themselves.
You fall for the thirst trap. That's the problem. Because you fall for the thirst trap. Don't mean
I
everybody
don't
else.
know. I'm not
partaking
speaking
in that.
about me in terms of just me. Because I don't like women with makeup or perms. I don't do it. My wife has dreadlocks and they fall to her ass. I'm winning.
Good.
So it's not about me. It's about what I know is the standard of beauty that's been pushed forward on us. It's been perpetuated. The standard of beauty is what it is. They've put it out there, and now we think that the standard of beauty is one way. Listen, we could look at Solange. People love Solange.
Yep, sure.
But let a dark-skinned girl dress like Solange, and you might not be as...
Oh, boy.
Because it's colorism.
But that's
Everything. We are fucked
That's
up.
something we can change. We can't change
But
that.
you
The only way we can change that is if we take over what we want to do.
We got to stop using everything that's owned by white people.
Oh my God.
It's like, see, we have the same birthdays, by the way. We wasn't gonna bring it out till the birthday came.
That's why we
But
But
we have the same
9/24.
9/24.
Chiba.
Oh my God, that's my daughter's birthday.
See?
Shit, that's how things work.
Yeah, and
You know what I'm
we didn't
saying?
notice till
Stop
last
being
week. We
Libras.
didn't notice till last week.
Libras, man.
Libras
It's
rule.
real out here.
Libra,
Chiba, y'all.
It's okay.
Oh, God.
We accept
But nah,
it.
this
We
is,
accept
I
it.
mean, the standard of beauty.
Lord have mercy.
The standard of beauty has been perpetuated by white people, the people who own this shit. Like, obviously, the white woman with the blonde hair is the most beautiful thing in the world to them. And then it drops down in levels. And you got the white woman with the black hair, brunettes. You got the white woman with the red hair. And then you have black woman, light-skinned black woman with straight-ass hair. That's why the fucking bitch just married a prince. That's the standard of beauty that the white people want black people to think is their highest standard of beauty.
But she's mixed. She's not.
I don't.
100%
She's
black.
listen. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Okay, we gotta get to
because she's melanated.
We gotta get to some questions that people are leaving. All
She's
right.
melanated.
Lamonte Thomas. I remember him from last
Oh,
week.
that's my homie, my
Okay.
bro.
So Lamonte
That's
Thomas.
Joe. His name is
People
Joe.
are only here for Dolly.
I mean, okay.
My people.
Listen, women rule the world.
Wait, what
That's
is
this
that?
nigga Fem's the future.
What did it say? What did it say?
Exactly. Invest in women.
I am important.
See?
Oh, I thought it just said D's. Motherfucker D's.
Okay. Why she gonna mess you up? She gonna man. Well, when I said Johnny Gill, you gonna come in, he gonna sing like 2 notes
And you're inviting him here. So like you're inviting.
Yo, what I get the call, man.
Call in, Rasheen. You're inviting the smoke.
I hate y'all.
I don't want no
so
Hey,
smoke.
don't give him the number. Give him the Facebook. Call in through
Call
Facebook.
in. I don't want no smoke with Rasheen.
I hate y'all.
All right,
What did Joe say?
Okay, Lamonte Thomas. Yeah, name just almost like mine. All right. What should a man do that just had a newborn son and is willing to take care of him when the mother of the child has a mental breakdown? We're just talking about that. And rather have an extended family member look after the child instead of the biological father. Wow.
Okay.
Y'all talk about that.
What should a man
I actually
do?
wanted you to.
A man should do and take cues from women and be litigious, which means go into litigations. Family court, I don't agree with family court because it's no way that a justice system who treats black people
Dictate.
so fucked up can be fair when it comes to a black child, right? So I don't really support the justice system. I don't really.
So we
I don't
need
wanna
more black
express
judges. Is that what you're saying?
We need a whole sovereign nation.
Forget black, white.
We need a sovereign nation of black people. Like, I'm a black nationalist. Whatever. That's just what it is.
Okay, so what should he do?
He should go to family court. Get his evidence together.
Okay.
This extended family member. Like, I'm not saying be dirty, but dig up the dirt on that extended family member, because obviously you want to have the kid. He wants to have the kid in his custody, and you can't play fair when it comes to the justice system and family court. Like, they need to see that you have everything in order. You got a job, you got a
documentation.
You know what I'm saying? What's your dwelling? What kind of house you got? What kind of space? Is it child-proof? Do you have money? You know what I'm saying? You need to prove all of that. And on top of that, you need to prove that the person that this woman wants to leave the child in the care of is not fit to care for the child.
But you know what makes this situation sticky too? That they are still together.
Wait, huh?
They're together.
How are they still together? If she doesn't want...
They're in a relationship, but they live in separate homes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like in the time when she's working, she probably doesn't want to leave the baby alone with him. She'd rather just leave it with another family member.
What's wrong with him?
There's nothing wrong with JoJo's a man.
Okay, so
that's why he needs to be litigious.
No. We have to adjust. We have to get to the problem here. The mother has a mental issue.
It could be something that she just has like a preconceived notion about something, or
bipolar.
No. I mean, she probably has a.
All women bipolar?
Right. Can I ask a question?
No.
Can I get to what I want to say?
Can I ask a question about this woman?
They're culturally different. Because
that's the question. She's white?
He's black.
She's what?
She's white.
And he's black.
Right. So then it could be a block there. Like, you just don't...
So maybe we need to bring them in. Do they live in Harlem?
No, they in Ohio right now. But he's from...
We're going to fly him in. I'm going to fly him in.
He's from BX.
They could stay their ass in Ohio. But listen,
no, we do like a Facebook
while you're in Ohio, brother, do the best you can to prove to that system that you have the best interest of the child at heart. It's almost if y'all are together, especially with her having a mental breakdown, you may not want to expose that she has
a
these
mental
things.
Breakdown because that's an ACS.
Listen, brother. Listen, you may not be with your child.
This is why I'm gonna let y'all talk about this because I can't.
You may not be with your child.
But let's see if he wants to call in next week. I'm gonna see if next week I'm gonna, hey brother, call in.
Yeah, let's see if he wants to call in.
You know, we could definitely.
That's a slippery slope.
Maybe even Toga might be able to give him some type of advice or whatever. You know, but
that's hard, man. You got a newborn kid.
Can I be ignorant?
A little.
You gotta fucking keep replenishing the melanin. Stop laying with white people and having children. Replenish the melanin. We are at war. They are killing us in the streets. Their cops are killing us. Their judges are letting the cops go.
So you telling me
no more.
No more white women?
No more white women, man. Not having babies, Barney. Don't have babies.
Okay, what's address this, Dolly?
That's just my opinion.
Stand for white women.
That's just my opinion.
Let me tell you something. I'm an equal opportunist.
Thank
I
you.
don't like dumb motherfuckers.
Ain't no equal opportunity at war.
I'm an equal opportunist.
All right,
Let me tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Because you have black people who ain't necessarily black. Okay? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the Oreo.
Right. You're right.
Graham crackers. Let's get it. Let's keep it real. 100. Okay? So I can't stand here and be like, oh, I'm all black. I love my people to the depth of it.
To the core.
That is not even a question.
To the core.
But you have people, what Ice Cube said, the black cop showing out for the white cop. There's black people showing out for white people every day. They're looking for validation and approval when they don't need to. That's why I posted that Nas rhyme earlier about we the slave and the master. What you looking for? You the question and the answer. That's the damn truth.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to sit here and knock a white woman who's with a black man if she did something.
I'm not knocking a white woman. I'm knocking a black man.
I'm not knocking him either. You know why?
Step it up, bro.
Because clearly he saw something that a sister wasn't willing to give him. Period.
Submission.
It's not even about submission.
What all these niggas want to say?
Like Octavia said, it don't matter the color of the woman.
She did say that.
It don't matter.
Yo,
we are women.
But unfortunately, fill in the blank.
Listen, Octavia said that because she's selling books.
Octavia?
No,
She's this.
All right, wait,
this shit is racial.
Wait, Rashid said white women don't understand us culturally and therefore will never really be 100% supportive of our struggles as black men, period.
Ever.
That's true.
Ever,
That's true. That's true. But
I fool.
Yo, listen.
Yo,
the Kumas gotta go. The white gotta
so, we in for it, man. We in for it. Okay, no, I gotta support my sister though. Octavia, what she said was right. No matter what race, color.
Well,
whatever.
how many white women have you experienced not be submissive to you?
Okay, the big picture is that all women are supposed to be submissive.
That's not true though. See, that's the thing. We're going off of this Bible.
But I'm not going off
No, we all are.
We
We're born into Christianity. As Americans, we are born into Christianity.
That's big sis.
Which means we are born into lies.
Okay,
Poison, we gotta grow up.
Our good viewer from Chicago.
Hey, Poison.
All right.
I missed your call, baby. I'm gonna hit you back.
She said, William, read about Yakub. It hit on what you said.
Yeah.
I know who Yakub is.
Yeah. Who that?
Who's Yakub?
I don't know.
Nigga.
Okay, so we're gonna find out.
I don't know.
Poison, we're gonna find out.
I'll be watching Umar and whole like the rest of us.
Okay, pause. So,
I don't read books.
Poison.
Yes! Gary! I don't want a submissive woman. I want a partner. Hello. Speak the light, baby.
Wow.
Speak it, baby.
No, that's
We're
real.
not gonna change subjects.
That's real. Listen, my wife
Speak
is my
it,
partner.
baby.
My wife is not submissive. My wife is my partner. My wife will shit on me real quick, and I'm gonna have to get my shit in order.
Jacob's theory, I know about it.
What Snoop said about Kanye when he was like, Kanye ain't got no black women and it's like to check him because he had a black woman to check him. She would have slapped him upside his head.
I'm tired of all of these rappers, right? I'm tired of all of these rappers who have done nothing for the black community in terms of their lyrics. Snoop has not really made any lyrics. T.I. has not really made any lyrics who influence us to do better. But when Kanye says he's rolling with Trump,
everybody is. I know.
These niggas are keepers of white supremacy. Half of our rappers are the gatekeepers of white supremacy with the shit that they talk about. So don't get up here now and start talking shit about Ye. College Dropout was Black Power. The next album was Black Power. Yeezus, that's the blackest fucking powered album I ever heard in my life.
And in the middle of all that black
No,
power.
it's not.
The white woman call that black power. Black power. Black power, girl.
It's like Malcolm married a white woman almost. Ish.
We said, what was the rhyme in that album?
So Kim Kardashian is white.
Kim Kardashian
Is she Arab or something like that?
She is. Rob Kardashian's DNA washed away about 6 surgeries ago. I don't know.
I'm done. I'm retired. I'm done.
That part.
I'm done, Toka.
I don't know.
Listen, man. We gotta chill, man.
Okay, all right, cool. So, should black people feel sorry for Bill Cosby and Morgan Freeman?
No.
Next. No.
Okay. I get the Bill Cosby. Not even Morgan Freeman. Glory? Come on, who's on the soundtrack?
No. Yeah, I was on the soundtrack.
Even though, I'm going to say this because I've been saying this, even though I don't think they raped or partook in anything that wasn't,
Unbelievable.
Look,
Unbelievable.
I think they're old perverts.
They raped the shit out of those.
They was doing rape or partook in some nasty
Bill Cosby
old
raped
man.
You
nasty
can't give consent if you're knocked out. So he raped.
But this is what I'm talking about. He spoke about this openly in his acts. Openly for years, all of this data has been there before the internet. Mm-hmm. We all sat there and laughed, joked about it. Not one person thought, yo, he just admitted to drugging women.
Remember when you was younger?
Screwing them.
Remember when you was younger and you heard that phrase that black people have to be 3 times better than white people?
Yeah.
So that does not ever change. You don't think because you got a TV show and you got some fame that you can be on their level. The Me Too movement is gonna fuck them, and not in a way that you think.
I know.
It's the white boys do it,
but you
Me
can't.
Too.
You can't.
I got some money. I can do it too.
Okay, check it out.
You cannot do it.
your husband just put, because Rasheen, he gets VIP, when it comes to the show. Kanye is supported by his money. He don't need a strong woman. And Kim is definitely nothing but a trophy for that man.
That's it. He's got a bitch with a nice ass. A nice purchase ass.
That's deep. That's deep. Well, I mean,
that don't match her thighs, but like I said, 630.
Skinny ass.
all right, so back to the Bill Cosby and Morgan thing.
That shit is
All right.
terrible.
I didn't want to
So
believe Morgan Freeman did what he did, and then when I
What
posted
they say
that
he
video,
did? They say he
listen,
did.
did y'all not see the video I posted where old girl was like, "Oh, you should have saw when you looked at me in that interview. It was just like so weird."
Oh,
like,
that was fake.
oh my god, like,
That's fake. That's fake. They just can't. They just haven't found the person who he really did something to.
cannot
Listen,
tell me.
let me. No.
It's on our conscience. It's on a black man's conscience. I was talking. Listen, brother, my brother. I've cut you off.
All right.
But I was chilling with a couple of females the other day. Just chilling out, and this thought, I just felt like, yo, I don't want to be the next Bill Cosby. Like I was just like it almost makes you feel like, yo, like you can't touch him a certain way. You can't. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, but what was he doing?
He's saying like if he's going out with a woman, he don't want it to be something that's not consensual. Like he can't hold her shoulders or something.
You wasn't there before you fucking wasn't there. You're like, what?
No, I'm just saying, like, being that it's like something that just happened.
It's like you sitting at a bar getting drinks. It's like, oh, I'm a raper right now. Like, no. What are you talking about?
Oh no, but I mean, I know. I'm petty. Shout out to my boy Chris. The official petty CEO, you know what I'm saying? KJ.
Petty International.
Yeah, my boy. So the thing is like I'm petty. I've always been petty. I'm trying to, shake it. I'm trying to dodge it.
Trying to shake the petty off.
Yeah, I'm trying to shake the petty off. So I'm petty. You know what I mean? So being that it's so fresh, it's like, you think in your head, you just like, dang, I don't want to be the next Bill Cosby. Let me be careful what I, the direction that I go, et cetera, et cetera. But that's all.
That means you was
Yes.
already a Christian.
I was about to say, listen.
Are you walking around?
But
You walking around with pills in your pocket?
no, I'm saying I don't do that.
You're on the edge of giving you pills.
No.
Then you're
No,
full.
nigga,
Continue to comment.
Listen, not once in my life did I think, oh shit, man, I don't want to be the next Bill Cosby.
Yeah, while you're sitting in front
Because
of
I'm not already a creep.
No, but see, that's the thing. Like I've been following this story, but I haven't been like really, really following it. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like Bill Cosby to get a piece of I don't like cursing, to get a piece. He was.
But he admitted to
he was medicating them.
Yeah, but he said he just like petting.
Huh?
It wasn't like heavy insertion and all that. He likes petting.
Yeah, but see, that's the part. That's one thing.
That's some weird stuff.
But see, that's the thing. When you start giving girls pills and things of that nature, you know what I mean? Like, or just giving them, it can be as little as like pushing them to drink more liquor. Like, that is the major key. And see, everything I say, the major key, and it's really the big picture. But
it's the big picture.
It's really the big picture. Like, be careful how you move. You understand what I'm saying? You see a girl chilling with you, don't force her to smoke 100 L's because you want a piece of. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's repercussions behind that. You know what I'm saying? And she might just give it up. And then the next thing you know, now you got a track record. You become successful, whatever the case may be. This guy, he's been giving me, he gives me weed to bone me. And then now they all meet up, now there's hashtag me too, and now you got a case.
But think
you know what I'm saying? So that's the you know what I'm saying? The caution is that you gotta.
But look,
I mean, I don't want us to ignore the fact that the media
plays a big role.
Is very
of course.
very dirty.
And they don't want to see us win. They you know what it is? They're trying to take away our role. Bird, what's up, baby?
Bird, like Young Bird?
That's Mr. Bird. He said, nah.
Bird.
That mean we doing good. That mean we doing good.
William Bird. I love you, sir. I love you,
that
sir.
mean we doing
Wait,
good.
nah, hold on.
Yeah.
I need to talk to you, Mr. Bird.
No, we gotta get back to him.
No, he just came to New York for Gil's wedding.
Oh.
He didn't even reach out.
We're gonna reach out when we get off of here.
That's
okay,
crazy.
we cannot lose. We cannot.
Go ahead, though.
We cannot lose it. All right. So I'm just gonna bring it back briefly. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna get into some Pusha T briefly and some Drake. But our brothers gotta be careful.
Yes.
When we hanging with these sisters or sisters.
I don't hear
sisters.
Wait, I don't hear sisters.
Black.
I don't know. Me Too
See, you
shit.
see that? I didn't mean just black. I didn't.
How many
I don't mean
sisters?
just black. I don't
Let's talk
mean
about Me Too.
I don't mean just black. I don't mean just black sisters. I mean all women in
It's
general.
women.
In
You
general.
know what the problem is? I want to just say this real quick. As a person who's been through some mess, black women, as Octavia said, you're told to not speak of things.
Okay.
That happen, right? So things may happen to us, and we necessarily, at the moment, we probably don't feel like we have a voice to speak on it. And when we find that voice, at times it is late. That's why the Me Too movement is there. When speaking from experience, when you are overpowered by a man, I'm big as a mother, a woman.
Yeah, but.
And I feel like I should be able to defend myself in case of a situation. When I feel like I'm out of control, that becomes a problem. And then you become a person, like, you start blaming yourself. What did I do? Why was I in this situation? Why me? And then you become ashamed. And then you feel like people want to judge you. Instead of, we can't even sit here and say, yo, I was raped. And dude like, bitch, you lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a problem. That's why women of color don't really say anything. A white woman will find solace in speaking her truth because she'll get defended, right? We will be like, you're a liar, you're going to be a hoe for the rest of your life. People, it's just a whole stigma that follows telling your truth.
We spoke about that in the car last week.
Yeah.
And that's why we don't speak up as much as we should.
We gonna leave.
Wait, no.
What's up?
Real quick. Men, stop harboring rapists. Every one of us, if you walk through any corner, you see a bunch of men, you go through any like man cave, there are friends, a group of 5 or 6 male friends, and 1 or 2 of them motherfuckers are rapists. They commit statutory rape, they commit, domestic violence. We have to stop harboring these criminals just because they're our friends. Like, it's real. It's real. I was actually accused of rape in high school. But it wasn't real, and my friends checked me on it, and I was like, listen, bro, if this was real,
Right.
I would have to, the girl said this shit to my mother. She was like, go to the police. She didn't want to go to the police because it wasn't real.
Right.
You know what I mean? The fact of the matter is, we did what we did. She got pregnant. I did not accompany her. I did not accompany her to an abortion clinic.
And that's why she did.
And that's why she did what she did out of spite. So I understand that. It's a tough situation, and women are getting raped. This is a woman being raped right now, right? So we have to make sure that we're not endorsing this shit, and that we're not just being cool with our friends when we know how much dirt they do. Like, there's a dude that I know that he loved to just stay home from work and get high school girls to come to the crib. That's statutory rape, bro.
And you don't give a fuck. All right, so boom, check it out. Listen.
Stop protecting your friends.
Shout out to everybody that's been watching. Shout out to
Bird.
We love you, brother. Shout out to Poison. Shout out to Gary, A Fool, Rasheen. Shout out to Shay Evans.
Yes.
I want y'all to stay tuned to Big Picture Podcast within the next few episodes. GHB, Shay Evans, the guy who came on a couple weeks ago, he's the CEO of Go Hard Boys Films. And he's been keeping in good contact with us. And I hope I'm pronouncing the name of the documentary correctly. Bestiari? Yeah.
Bestiari.
Check out Bestiari documentary.
Please do.
Check it out. We're gonna have what's his name? James. We're gonna have James. He's the brother who's on that documentary, talking about his life story of being a big time drug dealer. And I believe changing his life around.
Yes.
Is that correct? Changing his life around. All right. I saw some of it. This was 4 episodes.
4. It's a 4-part series, but it's different. It's like 2 parts to the episode for something.
All right. So definitely check it out. The way y'all can check that out, go to Go Hard Boys on YouTube, and you'll be able to see the Bestiari documentary. All right. Viewers, I really encourage you guys to leave comments, posts, whatever. If there's share the podcast. If you feel there's any way that we can improve it, any ideas, suggestions, or whatever, leave it in our inbox. However you can get in contact with us, that would be helpful because we do this for you. All right. Next week, and on the comments, we'll probably do like a little after hour podcast a little later on the Big Picture Media page. Okay, talking about the Drake and Pusha T beef. Or we might just save that for next week because there might be response.
This should be a response
It
from
should be.
Drake.
But I mean, I'm giving Drake 24 hours, but he might take a little bit longer because he might have to go see his son. Go spend some time
Go
with
spend
his
some
son.
time with your
I'll
dad.
tell you
Daddy,
Bring that boy home.
daddy boy time.
Hashtag
All right.
bring that boy home.
Bring
Drake.
him home. You know what I'm saying?
Better not
And that's the
pull
only
Nicki and
way.
Remy, I know that.
Yeah. So, yo.
Don't do that.
Listen, thank y'all for tuning in. It's your boy Monte Carlo, Dolly, Will.
Will.
We're in the building, and we love y'all, man. 100.
Peace.